Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to some more Stellaris, and we are about to begin the war, I think, in a minute or so. The next war against our northern capitalist enemies, which I dread oh so much. We've also established communications with some culture place something, rather. It's all irrelevant. Energy Nexus, that's the one that uses gas, right? It's alright. I think I prefer Hyperdrives 3 or Wormhole Travel. Quick question, where, if at all, is there a wormhole that I know of? There's an L gate there, and that's... I thought that was a wormhole in my memory, but no, it's an L gate. Very different. No wormhole that I can see. An L gate there as well. A gateway there. It's... None of it is a wormhole, though. There's a wormhole there, isn't it? Yeah, there is, but it's kind of out of the way. So, wormhole travel, not that useful. Hyperdrive, much more useful. Energy Nexus, also very useful. So, let's take a look at the media system, or the media system. The media system? Media, right? I can't call it the media system, come on. There is a part of me that just wants to rename this to the fake news system. That'll... It's my sense of humour. Alright, forget about that. Declare war. Absorption hunger. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, there is a really funny meme about that on the Facebook group. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So, like I said, these two are the safekeepers, if you will, of our territory, and this is the strike force, the sword that will pierce the heavens or something along those lines. Anyways, food situation's a lot better. I've also micromanaged the planets a little bit. I haven't micromanaged this one particularly well, though, apparently. Yeah. Oops. Alright, what do I need? What do I need? Well, food. Definitely need food. That's pretty much it, honestly. I think I'd like gas extraction well, or rather a gas extraction well here, because it's... Yeah, it's just like, it's job upkeep 1 energy, and for that you get 3 gas. It's really, you know... It's good. I like that. We'll get that, and then I guess I'll build... mining and then industrial district. And then 1 more food district, and then that planet is set for all eternity. It's probably going to need amenities sooner rather than later, but, you know. I don't think I have any problem with that anywhere in the Empire currently, so... matter of fact, I do, in that I have way too many of the bloody things. So yeah, let's try and fix that, I suppose, shall we? Yeah, there's a new planet, so agriculture, and then fine out this, I guess. You can always use more alloys. Okay, there you go. That's the micromanagement part of the episode for the day. There's a tundra world here I haven't colonized. That's... Why is that? I mean, okay, this is going to be planet 11. I'm assuming this is one I've conquered from an enemy and then just killed off everyone there, but if habitability is at 90, why did I abandon the planet? Is the question. Maybe it was just a slip up on my part, you know. Certainly had plenty of those, but I would have thought that if habitability is high enough, you sort of start with a couple of pops there anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I expect virtually no resistance, by the way. So, speed 3. How's the defenses like here? Terrible. Okay. Lovely. Yeah, head on that way, and then you can do that kind of maneuver. I would like to send, well, like civilian ships, quote unquote, non-combat ships, parallel with all of these things. I think that'd be very important. Oh, this is all excellent, honestly. I really like improved strikecraft, though. Someone talked about carriers and strikecraft in general recently, claiming that the strikecraft AI is terrible. It's not the best, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't make the strikecraft useless. It really, really doesn't. They're kind of slow. You'd expect, like, if you'd expect them to dish out the damage at the same rate and at the same pace as, and with the same speed and velocity as long-range artillery ships, you are wrong. That's not what carriers do. But they're versatile, right? Because the strikecraft are bombers and point defense at the same time. Very useful thing. They improve the survivability of your stuff. So yeah, carriers are very useful. Do not underestimate them. For some reason, yeah, okay, much better. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, virtually nothing. You are ill-prepared for this war. You're not going to go and try and retake what I just took from you, right? It would be kind of silly, you have to admit. Okay, you can head over there. You can head over there, and you. Eventually, I'm going to need you to go up here and, yeah, see? I need you to go and explore these things. Submerged cruiser, yeah. I mean, it's just a cruiser, but at the same time... Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, like, there's a fleet right there. They've sent a fleet after me, but I've predicted this maneuver. Could you imagine how annoying this would have been? Like, I would have had to take, like, if I had two fleets here, I would have had to take one and then move it all the way over here. By the time my fleet got to, like, I don't know, over here somewhere, all of this will have been lost. That is tragic. I guess the alternative was just to build a bastion there and hold it that way, and yeah, sure, that is an alternative, but it's not a very great alternative because that bastion isn't sort of meant to stay there forever. It's meant to be there for a little bit and then go away. I need a temporary defensive sort of perimeter of the area, not a permanent one. Do I want to send reinforcements over here? No, let's gather up some minerals first.
A belligerent fleet has been engaged.
Very silly idea that you have here. Now, let's start landing and taking over these places. Also, I like both of these. Yeah, do you know what? Can we build one here? Probably not, but we should. Sorry, where are you going? Oh, I've sent you for repairs, haven't I? I meant here. Is what I've meant. Alright.
A worldly invasion has begun.
Sorry about that.
A study has been completed.
Yeah, okay, give me a second. Complex drone output. That's good. We can uplift things. I still think that's going to be utterly useless for us, but we shall see. We shall see. No. Let's go with this. The occupation garrisons aren't the worst idea ever. They're not the best idea ever either. I don't really. Either way is all right. Do I have anything to learn science-wise from any of this? Probably not. Not even from the battle over here. Wow. Well. Alright. Let's go and fix these ships up. Probably going to fix themselves if we're honest. But might as well. And is this... This is your capital. This is your capital. First of all, I expected a little bit more in the way of a defense of it, but like, there's 61. I like to say billion people where one represents a billion. It doesn't, but I like to think that it does, and there's nothing stopping me from thinking that way. Anyways, there's billions of people on this planet, and you just completely don't care, do you? Alright. Your capital is belong to me. What can I say? I'm gonna keep this starport, and I'm probably gonna keep this one as well. It's gonna change that thing. This one I don't need, so I'm gonna get rid of it, which I think is gonna lower my naval capacity a little bit, but that's fine. Ooh, there's an actual fight here. There's an actual fight that'll happen here, alright. Whatever you say. Are the ground forces at least somewhat more prepared for... No. I understand you're a mega corporation, you probably don't care much for this, but... There is really no hope. How did you... It's weird, like, something happened, and I'm not being a conspiracy theorist here, it genuinely did. Like, it seems like mere minutes ago, this was a respectable, powerful empire that I had to face and try and beat, right? That's what it seemed like. They sent navies in, you know, they weren't the strongest ever, given the time or anything, but
An enemy planet has been secured.
still, right? I had like a couple of thousand at one point. That was something. Do you know what I mean? Like that was something. Now, I don't know what this is. This is like, oh, these are very advanced research centers. I'm gonna keep them because I think I can afford them. Yeah, I can definitely afford them. There's nobody working in them because, you know, it's a fresh planet and all that, but yeah, you know what? Keep them. I like it. Yeah. It feels like the whole empire or the whole megacorporation was just flung back into the start of the game, you know, but by something, and I don't think they were in like a particularly disastrous war. Maybe they were and I just wasn't paying attention, but I mean, it didn't seem like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Because, like, now, a relatively weak... Well, it's not relatively weak, but, like, it's nothing special. Meh fleet is more than enough to just bring everything down, like... Oh, excuse me. Particularly loud and lengthy yawn. Did I should upgrade these, shouldn't I? Yes, should, but not yet. Don't have the resources for it. Need alloys. Just need a whole bunch of alloys, honestly. But the way to get to those alloys... see, that's the rub. This would be the 12th planet, wouldn't it? Yes, because we have a colony ship that's on the way to planet 11, so this is planet 12. I mean, I brought science ships hoping to, like, prey on the slightly weaker Empire, and in doing so, catch up on technology, but what ended up happening instead is I came, I saw, I conquered, and it's really a strange thing, but... You know, hey, there's a fleet of 1,000 that's been absolutely knackered. This is probably the one that fought me here. Most likely, I don't see it being anything else, but like, look at that. Even their strongest fleet still can't stand up to a nanite interdictor. Which, I mean, alright, it's a powerful ship. It's way beyond any technology any of the regular starting empires possess, but even then, even then, you know what I mean? Like, it's not exactly a Titan or a Juggernaut. It's just like, you know, it's a ship. It's a cruiser, technically, right? Yeah, it's just a cruiser. How tough can it be? Famous last words, but still. Okay, how are we doing with the jobs on planets? Excellent. I have to assume it's just the inability of the AI to manage somewhat complicated and extensive economic systems. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I genuinely don't, but I think what's... whatever. Ooh, that is a very, very cool looking portrait. I think what the saddest thing is when it comes to all of this is I can very clearly see the intention, right? I can very, very clearly see the intention behind what the AI is doing when you occupy a planet. 3 research complexes, all using up advanced resources or upgraded. What's the idea? It starts off ahead of the player, but the player is smart and can do economy. The AI can't do that, but what is it thinking? Well, it's technology that beats me, right? It's, you know, resource output and production is alright, but it's technology that beats me every single time. You outgrow me technologically, or you catch up to me technologically, and then you just steamroll me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus everything I can on technology, but yeah, that's cool, but there's a problem with that in that you can't do that. You don't know how to focus your entire economy around research without having it collapse on top of your head, right? That's the problem here, and nothing else. So really, it's kind of, you know, kind of tragic almost. You can see the intention, you can see the ideas, they're all there, and I like them, don't get me wrong, I really do. These are great ideas you're having here, it's just that they don't work. Anyways, it's not like, I mean, I complain very often, don't know if you noticed. I don't really see it as complaining. I see it just more of sort of talking about the current state of the game and everything. I mean, if you want a bigger challenge, just, you know, buff the AI. Difficulty scaling, just give them more buffs, and then there you go. And yeah, it's not the most elegant solution, certainly, but it is a solution. You know, it's there for you if you want it. And not limited by pops. I didn't know these things were limited by population. Huh. Alright, let's do something funny. $20. There you go. Begun the Clone War has. Why is my energy so darn low? That's not something I'm... Because energy was at like plus 100 and something, and it's not capacity or sprawl or anything along those lines.
A hostile fleet has appeared to us.
Alright, this one I said I was going to downgrade, right? I was, but you're now constructing things and thus making me look stupid, but... Alright, do I need both of these? No.
A spaceport is beset.
I'm sorry, a spaceport is beset, is that what you said? See, for some reason I thought you weren't going to come this way. I mean, I was partially right. You didn't. You came this way first, but then learn from your mistakes, I guess. I don't know. Actually, you know what? You go that way. Take the main fleet this way. And land the armies. There shouldn't be much in the way of defences here. Yeah, it's 13 pops. Took the capital. I'm pretty sure we can take this as well. Alright, and you go that way.
A worldly invasion has begun.
Yeah, you're gonna try and, as I say, you're gonna try and fight back. I completely disregarded that was your last planet. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, I mean, you should stay where you are, but there's no point for any other vessel currently not to just survey everything it can. And there's no point to keep these construction ships back here. Yeah, there we go. Give me another construction ship. But there we go, like one episode, the fall of an empire. See how we steamroll now?
A study is
Quite amazing, really. It's quite amazing how, like, one war you're barely struggling and you know, you're just holding on for dear life and trying to survive. Next war, steamroll. What happens? I don't know. Something broke. Something collapsed and it wasn't me. It is what it is, right? And thus, you know, the steamroll procedure only continues, really. I mean, and only escalates. Not to say there aren't any challenges left, but like, realistically, at this point, most of the challenges knocked out of the game. The only time challenge comes after this point is in the endgame. And that's like 100 and something years away from now. The endgame crisis. But, you know, the game does keep you busy. If you want to survive the endgame crisis, you do need to keep growing. You can't just, like, bunker down right now. You can't do that as a hive mind and survive like that. But, you know, nevertheless. It is what it is, eh? Kind of confused by the energy deficit.
a special project.
It's not a problem or anything, of course, but... Ooh, okay. Your empire gains streamlining algorithms. What's that do? Evasion plus 10. Yeah, this was actually pretty good. It's actually pretty darn good. Why are you doing this? And I understand for resources, but, like, don't do that.
Establishing this college.
It's a very silly thing to do. Don't worry, we have, like, insane population growth. Well, no we don't, but we have a dream of an insane population growth. You know. Oh yeah, I've played recently, well, I've started and toyed around with a little bit with really rapidly growing species. And it wasn't hive mind or anything. I played it as some of the more quote-unquote regular things. I think I kind of understand why the AI struggles. There's quite a lot of micromanaging to be done. Oftentimes you need to move population, you know, like population units, I want to say. Like, you need to move pops around often. But nevertheless, like, the economic impact of having so much in the way of people is truly kind of staggering, honestly. Yeah, like, I picked rapid breeding, and then I went down all the technologies as quickly as I can to increase the growth size of population, and then I also, like, played it kind of, what would you call it, like pretty accepting of other species, kind of. Not like pacifist or anything, but oh, God no. I said that like it's a sin. I swear to God. Not like a pacifist, but kind of like a militaristic, xenophilic-ish empire, and then sort of took it from there. The point being, ooh, so it's at full strength. That's very cool. The point being, like, it's a huge difference in the economy and the way you manage it, and how quickly you get to like certain numbers. And yet you have to look at like planets way more often. So I'm kind of used to it now. So like I keep clicking here, I've noticed. Yeah, like these 11 jobs are not getting filled for a long, long while, mate. Well, the other thing, like 11 jobs, yeah, it's like a couple of minutes in the game, honestly. At speed 3, that is. You know, not exactly insignificant. Do I need anything? I mean, yes, I need a billion things, but do I need anything with influence? Nope. No, I don't. We're just going to sit at a billion influence, apparently. Well. No, we're going to colonize space, but it's going to take a bit for our survey vessels to get here, so we will just have to sit tight after all. Here's a question. If you're just sitting here and not doing anything, why don't you come here and assist research? I mean, it's not very glorious or desirable post, I'm assuming, but better than... do this again. Sorry. It's better than not doing anything, right? And do we want... let's get some tile blockers. Feel like I'm kind of behind on that. Genuinely feels like the AI is hopelessly dumb sometimes, but at other times it feels like it just needs a slap. And I mean this in a very nice way. It just needs, like, you know what? It doesn't need a slap because it's like, you know, you hate it and it's dumb or whatever. No, it needs the kind of your friend's drunk at the bar at 3 AM and is doing something stupid kind of slap, you know? Like that kind of slap. Like, I've put 15 pops into maintenance drones, and we're making no resources on the planet. Am I doing right? Am I doing okay, boss? No, you're not. Try again. Okay, boss. And it just does better immediately as soon as you click. Now, I wish I didn't have to click, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Baby steps, as they say, right? Baby steps. And now it's like focusing on this. Can you... Yeah, see, this is better. I like this more. I value keeping amenities high very much. I fully understand, by the way, that sometimes being at -5 is way better than being at, like, 0, but devoting pops here, because the end gain is... like, it is not justified. The difference in amenities is not justified in the amount of resources collected. I fully understand that. But, you know, that said, most of the time, with auto job selecting and sorting out, problem is too many amenities and not too few. Too few can sort of... Well, it gives you an alert so you can sort it out yourself. First of all, that's one good thing about it. Secondly, the AI is kind of alright at maintaining... not maintaining, but the AI is kind of alright at keeping an eye on that. Okay, so what is this? Like 4,000, 5,000, right? 9! And I'm keeping my fleets fairly thinned out. I can reinforce them if need be. So, yeah. Oh, see, now this might be a bit of a challenge this way, because can we do Diplomatic Alliance map mode? Yeah, see, like, this might be a bit of a challenge, because there's multiple of them, but what do we do when there's multiple of them? We just go around. It's like, we fight these guys, they have no friends. And then we fight these guys, they have no friends. And then we fight these guys, they have enemies. It's even worse. And by the time we've taken over these guys, it's way too late for the galaxy. It's, you know... pretty simple. Pretty simple, and gotta be honest with you, we're kind of sort of approaching the end. Not in this episode, but like soon, you know what I mean? It says we're keeping these planets, right? We are? No, we're not keeping this planet. This is 30% habitability. And so is this. And so is this. We're not keeping these planets. Matter of fact, resettle to the capital. Yes. Yes, to the capital. Over here, there's still eating to be done. Over here, resettle to the capital. Yes, indeed. And there we go, we no longer have 1,000 influence. For better or worse. Now, that said, that's probably going to create some questionable economic situations in the capital itself, but that's fine. We can sort that out. What do we need? Housing. Well, not really. We need more jobs. More than housing. So let's get like a mineral district, industrial district, farm district. Let's upgrade this. And then... well, we'll see what we do after that, when all of that is done, if we need to do anything at all. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to micromanage these planets off camera a little bit, and then I'm going to get back into probably the next war, which is going to be immediately against these guys, because, oh, the Zoom Coalition and the hegemony of Kuala. So yeah, the Zoom Coalition and the hegemony. Ooh, the Zoom Coalition looks kind of big. Equivalent technology, inferior economy. Yeah, it's... Matter of fact, let's take a look at the contacts. Yeah, we're done. We're done with this Let's Play. I mean, I'll do like a couple of more episodes to prove a point, but we're kind of done. I mean, this is cruise control mode, right? Oh, not cruise control. This is yeah, that's how you call it. This is cruise control, and I can just stomp over most of these guys. Push comes to shove. Fleet manager. Shift, or that's caps lock. Shift click here. We now have the world's strongest navy. Do you know what I mean? Crisis is again a special kind of moment, but even then, tell you what though, I am looking forward to playing Mass Effect again, and that will happen after Roman and Stellaris. So, as promised, couple of days, folks. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Have fun, take care, and bye bye.